Hey everybody, this is Miss Segovia, and I'm going to try to give you a really quick rundown of how to create your graphs from the slope data you got in the enzyme action lab. Alright, first and foremost, you need to have your graph with 3 different slopes. This is the one that you did for the part with the different concentrations of catalase. The first thing it's going to ask you on your data tables is to find the slopes for each of the different amounts of drops, so the 5, 10, 20. That's really simple. You go to your graph. Up at the top, you click on linear fit. You tell it that you want to do runs 1, 2, and 3. And up come your 3 boxes. The numbers that you're going to populate into that data table are the slope. So run 1 is 0.09638. 2 is 0.7072, so on and so forth. So this will be according to your personal group's data. Now if you were one of those crazy groups that had it where it went down and then back up, go ahead and highlight your graph just where it starts to come back up and recover from that downward slope. You'll highlight it, come up here, click on RFit, tell which runs that you want, and then it'll give you the slope for just that section of the graph. Speaking of just that section of the graph, in part 2, data table 2, you need to find the time intervals, the slopes for each of these listed time intervals on your graph. And then I'm going to make you graph it. So here's what you're going to do. For 0 to 0.5, go back to your graph, highlight from 0 to 0.5 roughly. It doesn't have to be exact, but at least ballpark. You can actually look up on the left and see where you're at, and then hit record, or not record, sorry, the R equals hit slope. So hit that, and again it gives you just that section. The slopes here are what you're going to put into your data table here. So our 0 to 0.5, we would put those 3 numbers in there, and then we come back to our graph. We can close these boxes so they're out of the way because they're kind of cumbersome. Highlight the next section, 0.5 to 1 minute. Go to the slope, look at all 3 slopes, and find our data for the next section. Once you've done that, you're going to create a graph of your very own. So we go over here to our blank graph, and we go to give it a title, hover where the title should be, double click that, and rate of catalase activity or some other appropriately named title. And we also want to tell that we want to connect points once we have our data and add new data sets and columns. So then we hit done. Once we've done that, we can go and label our X and Y. X will be, label it over here, click on data set. The X will be time, units is minutes, hit OK. On Y, we want rate, and for now we're going to leave that unitless because it's kind of complicated. We enter our numbers in here. What I recommend, even if I told you otherwise in class, is to do the highest number. So our first number is going to be 0.5, then we have 1, 1.5, 2, and 3, I believe, are what our 3 sets of numbers are. Yep, okay. Then we're going to put our rates in. For right now, I'm doing completely fictitious data just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. And so here you can see my cute little graph growing from the numbers that I put in. Now, because we had 3 runs, we need to have 3 lines. So if I come up here to data, I want to click on new data set. And so it shuffles it over. I'm going to have to enter my times again. I wish it was as simple as a copy paste, but I haven't figured that out yet. If you do, let me know. And then I enter my new rates, and so I will do them on here. And again, this is crazy random data, and so it's just whatever it needs to be. To add another one, you would just hit on new data set, and shaboom, it'll put a new column in there. You enter your data, get a new graph. If you want to look it up close, you hit the A, and you can see it right there. You can highlight this one, go to a Word doc, paste it in there if you want. So even like here's the instructions. Since I'm all powerful, I can go and insert it in here, and I can actually just include it directly, or you can handwrite it the good old-fashioned way. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye.